All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to week number 2 of the mother of all ecom walkthroughs. Now, this is attempt number 2 on day 6 here. Started up about an hour ago, had a little power outage, but we are back. Just kind of going to start fresh from the start on everything. People are starting to pile into the live event here again, so good. So let me give you kind of a recap of what happened last week. Week 1 was all about building the foundation, getting the store in place. The goal by the end of week 1 there was to get products launched. You saw that happen by Friday on day 5 there. You also got to see a good thing, I'm glad you got to see, was how our account got flagged right away there within the first, hour of starting up our new ad account. And that's very common to happen with a new ad account. It was really just a standard safety precaution. You saw the process I went through to get past it, just kind of being patient and giving them a truthful explanation, following the rules, and you should have no problem with things like that. It might happen a couple times. It might just kind of happen when you get too many ads disapproved from their algorithm, but you got to keep in mind that all the opening red flags, all the things that get your ads disapproved and stuff like that in the beginning and throughout are just automatic computer bots. They're algorithms that Facebook put into play to protect their system, and then when you repeal and you do things like that, you have a human element come in and kind of check it out. Because there's so many ads going, they can't have a human element on every one that they're disapproving. So keep that in mind. Now, let me kind of after the ad account got reopened, we had those initial ads were disapproved. So I went ahead and I deleted those initial ads that you saw me create on the day 6, or excuse me, the day 5 of the walkthrough there, and went ahead and recreated those same ads to that same initial post. Now, something that's common that will happen is a post that gets disapproved, especially if it's a Facebook post that you have a link to, or you have an image that gets marked as flagged from a disapproval. What will happen is if you try and recreate a new ad going to that same post or a new ad using that same image, oftentimes that ad will also get disapproved right away. And again, that comes down to those algorithms that Facebook puts in play just to protect themselves. So what I did is I went ahead and I created a new fan page post for the low tops instead of the high tops here. And you can see our interaction we've gotten since Friday. Today was actually the first time I've logged into all this since Friday. I just let the ad kind of run. But I recreated the ad. I had to do this fan page post, and I started with just one single ad. So I want to slowly creep into this account since we got flagged there. I don't want to go straight to spending $1,000 a day, just in case to kind of let Facebook have its data, let them see that we're legit. So today we'll be talking about a launch schedule that I'm putting in place as well, just for the continuing week and the month going on. That was part of the plan anyways, but this will kind of allow us to plan out creeping into it. Now, when I started the first ad set here, it's just a PPE ad to elephants, 18 plus women, elephant interest, about 7.3 million reach ad for PPE. Now, right when I started it, it got disapproved as well. Now, this will happen as well for a new account that had a red flag happen, as any new ad that you launch may get disapproved. So what you need to do is you can go into the ad level. Did my mouse just die? Today is just not my day for these things. All right. I got mouses dying here. I got freaking power outages. All right, so you just go into the ad level, and on your ad level, it would give you a repeal process. You'd fill in the information there. I just told them that, gave them the information, our account just went down. And this is probably the reason we're not breaking any rules, and within a couple hours that post was active. And this is what I assume may happen for all our new ads. Now, I only let this one ad campaign run for the past 3 days there at $50 a day. So that was all that was creating the interaction here. Welcome everyone new coming in. I can see some members rolling back in. I just went ahead, I'm restarting at the beginning so that we have a fresh start there. So where was I here? So we let that just one PPE ad kind of allow the engagement to build up on this one ad set. I logged in just earlier and we saw we have 0 sales over the past week here since starting the ad, but that's okay because we are building our assets. We're getting audience members going. We're getting people in. And just kind of getting things kind of cranking from there. Now, first thing we want to do with anytime we start our ads, we want to start following and tracking our numbers. And one of the most important things, one of the daily things we're going to do is this daily reporting, as well as just checking our stats. Now, you might have your schedule set up later where you have it's just certain days of the week that you come in, check. You may have employees come in and check your daily stats, or at least mark them down. But that's what we want to do on a daily basis now that we're spending money. You always want to be tracking the stats that are coming in, the things that are happening with your paid advertisement. So with this one ad we had started, we need to go ahead and, for one, set up our appropriate statistics that we want laid out here, and then also create our daily advertising sheet. Now I went ahead and I created an Excel sheet in our Google Drive here, just a blank Excel sheet, calling it Trunktastic Numbers. Went into the Kingpinning group, the Facebook group here, and in the Files section, you'll be able to find a few different styles here. We have the Ecom monthly numbers spreadsheet, and then the store daily numbers template. I believe the better one would be the latest one here, the Ecom monthly. That would be our monthly statistics as well as our daily advertisements for each ad set and each campaign you have going. That's kind of what this one looks like here. Now I'm having it where we're going to have multiple sheets here, where Trunktastic Numbers is going to be a few different things. This is our daily advertising breakdown. We're going to have our monthly store breakdown. We're going to have our monthly social media numbers breakdown. We're going to have our monthly email numbers breakdown. So that can all be added to this one single Excel file as different sheets in the future. So this is the template we want to follow. Campaign name, ad set name. So we'll go down for each one as we're adding new ad sets or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate this. And call it our campaign name. All right. I can take that same name, put it up here. Now we started this on Friday, 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th. And today is the 19th at 12 p.m. I believe we started the ad at the same time. We've had 0 sales, total ad spend, $133.84. And then our total reach thus far is 26,451. Now, we want to look at a lot of things. Since we haven't created any sales, and typically my rule, like I said, is $50 and you cut off. You either move on to the next product or whatnot. Right now, again, like I was mentioned earlier, this is a brand new asset, so I don't mind getting some engagement going on our store, on our fan page. From that $133, $144 we spent, we've gotten 122 likes on that, so that's organic engagement. You can see kind of being produced already from just our organic post that we scheduled the other day. Also, just getting our kind of the engagement on this single product ad is going to help. The next step, which I just launched about 30 minutes ago, a WC ad to kind of counter this, kind of build onto it. So from here, instead of you have a decision after your $50 or your $100 test round has spent. You can either test another angle on the same product that looks like it's doing pretty good, and we can see from the stats we're paying 7 cents per engagement. We spent $134. No sales yet, but the price is $70, so it might be a little too expensive. We can look at the comments that are people saying on the ad. It's good that there's people are saying like, I need these. We want to engage with all these. People are tagging a whole bunch of people, and a PPE ad really helps. That's where the sales come in from all this engagement and the shares and the comments and things like that. And we can also kind of get some information about the product itself. If it only they weren't $70, so that we can see this is kind of a crowd that considers this maybe a little too expensive. But then also that's not everyone out there. So you just want to kind of pay attention to the general audience that's speaking to you here. What are they, this Robbie Lamb, they are only in girl sizes, so maybe in the future we want to try a men's version if we see that a consistent message that men are looking for these or want them. Definitely we just go through and like everything, answer any questions. If there's any tech questions or anything, you want to look at that. So that gives us a good idea that, okay, we can test a new product. Yes, we're going to keep that consistency going, which we'll talk about later today with the launch schedule. But then also, gives us indication this might be a good product, or at least it's a good product to get things going on the fan page. Anything that's kind of cheap has a little bit of virality to it, like this, with even a product base, is going to help your fan page and your assets kind of growing forward. So that's why we created the website conversion ad just an hour ago on the round 1 of trying day 6 here. And this is targeting it's not targeting the elephant interest itself. It's targeting a little bit more dialed the breeds of elephant, as well as the Save the Elephant groups and all that. I believe it came down to about a 1.2 million reach, but it's a website conversion ad. So the website conversion ad really helps when you have engagement on the ad going. So the PPE ad going along with this, hopefully will create some sales. Now, something we also looked at and want to look at is you want to look at your add to cart, your checkouts, everything that's happening there. Now, out of those viewers, so far we've had 122 unique viewers since we started here. Probably a handful of those are you guys watching this, since it's the early days when we just started ads on Friday. But you can see the spike happen when we got ads going. Our ad didn't really start until about 7 p.m. at night because of all the hassle that came down. But so Saturday and Sunday here is our kind of burst coming in, and you can see we're spending the same amount, but it's building onto each other, and that's the PPE ad effect coming in, where the engagement takes some days. So we're probably going to get some sales from that open engagement over the next week here, I'd bet. Maybe just 1 or 2, but it'll cut down on the loss that we've had so far. 133 in, that's okay. Some stats we can see going on. 17 customers has added to cart. That's a 10% add to cart, which is really good. So they love our sales page. That's a really good sign. Now, only 2 of those have actually reached our checkout. So we're bringing in a lot of people who are maybe think the price is too much. Maybe they aren't really serious buyers, but it also gives us some opportunity for a retargeting ad. So we're going to create all these people that added to cart and send them maybe a deal to get 10% off or free shipping or whatever it may be on the shoes to entice them to come back. Now, out of those 2 customers, we can also go and check in on our abandoned cart emails that we set up the other day. I think when I saw stats earlier, we'd have sent to 1. So that's pretty good ratio. I mean, I'm not sure how Shopify really counts abandoned carts when the person abandoned carts, but this person had 2 items in their cart, I guess. Let's see what they've got. We'll view their cart. 2 tapestries they like there. Email was sent. Second, about 16 hours. So this is the next email is the second email in about 16 hours, how we broke it down there. So they received the first one. Second one's coming. Hopefully it gets them back in and make that sale. So all these stats are things we want to look at just to kind of determine the actions we're going. I determined from the stats we're getting, decent engagement. Like I said Friday, we're looking for under 10% per engagement. Under 5% is really good, and then 2, 3, or 1 cent is like crushing it. And then if you're making sales on any of that, then who cares? You keep it going. So the only reason I'm keeping this going right now is to keep the engagement rolling in on this brand new asset. Get people interacting with our posts organically. You can see this one got 5 interactions. two loves there. So this is a very basic phrase. Never underestimate a woman who loves blah, blah, blah. So we could recreate this design into something nice on a new product. Daniel's asking, quick question. What does WC and PPE stand for? WC stands for website conversion. PPE stands for page post engagement. So page post engagement goes for, yes, the engagement. Website conversion goes for whichever optimization or whichever conversion event you're looking for. So you can optimize and convert towards a purchase, an add to cart, a view, a lead, a checkout, all those different things going on. So yeah, pretty much just the two different forces, optimizations together, the engagement and the conversions. And conversions doesn't mean it's going to sell more either. And PPE sometimes can outperform. All right, so where are we at here? Now, first off, we want to go ahead, edit our stats here to be more appropriate to what we want. I tried this earlier. They've updated everything. So it's like there's a bunch of new stuff you could add in there. But I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I like to check out. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off anything we don't need on the right here. Delivery, let's see what we have here. Delivery just means is it active or on. But sure, we do want that. Our results, our reach, our cost per action, our cost per result, amount spent, yes. Ends, we don't need that one. People taking action, not necessary. So let's go ahead and edit those appropriately. Results, reach, cost per result, budget, amount spent, ends, schedule, people taking action. Cost per result, yes. Double check. All right, so let's go ahead and go through here. Frequency is a good one to check because we just want to see how frequent. Frequency means how many times an average viewer has seen your ad, and we want to keep that, the rule is kind of someone needs to see an ad 7 to 10 times, or see not just that single ad, but see a product sold in multiple ways 7 to 10 times before they make the buying decision. So we want to make sure our frequency is at a okay range. An audience seeing your one single ad 7, 8, 10 frequency, 7, 8 times, that could be bad for your ad stats. So we want to make sure that we're showing the viewers the product, but in different angles, different ad sets, not always just the same one being shown over and over and over again until they get ad blindness. All right, impressions, no need. Delivery, sure. People taking actions, relevancy score, positive, negative feedback, not worrying about that. That's on the ad level. Typically, any ad that gets huge amounts of views is going to have negative and positive feedback, so you're going to have high on both those. CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. People like to look at this stat to kind of give them a good basis. I always use profit and ROI as my main statistic to drive the way, and all these other things we're clicking here, they're just giving me indicators of what might be happening to help drive that decision. Now, I don't care about page likes or shares. Those are cool bonus effects to our ads, but we do not need them. I hope I recorded this. At least the webinar is recording. Okay, where are we at? Don't need the cost per those events. The messaging, I'm not using that yet. Media, we're not worrying about views except for a video ad. Now our clicks, I'm going to go with click-through rating, our CTR, our link clicks. We want people who have clicked the actual link to the sales page. That's what we're looking for here. And we can compare that with view content to see how many times that pixel actually fired for those link clicks. Our click-through rating will be for those people who actually clicked the link. Unique, you can choose, would be taking it just each individual person. I'm just going to go with broad. Earlier I found out the mistake of all also includes people who like and share and comment, so we don't want those. Just click through reading our link clicks, and we're going to want our cost per link click. So our CPC, see how much we're paying for those things. That would be pretty much the same as our content views. So this would be like a view content pixel fire. We're going to track those. We're going to track our add to carts, and we definitely want to track our purchases, and we want to track the cost for each of those. Cost per website views, cost per add to cart, cost per purchase. Conversion value, I like to know the purchase conversion value. The rest I'm not too worried about. I can kind of add it up. Apps, I'm not using any. No need, no need, no need. Lots of stuff we can track here. On Facebook purchases, that's kind of cool for using our Facebook page for sales. All right, now our final settings, campaign name, ad set name. It's always good to have in there. All that will be depending on the thing. Okay, our bid, we'll want that when we start doing our manual bid. We don't need that right now. Now we can go ahead and put them in order of how we want to see them. Usually the amount spent and our budget I might put at the end, maybe budget at the beginning. Delivery, results, reach. So I'll go budget and I'll put amount spent at the end so I can compare that with our conversion value of our purchases. Come on now. It's scrolling. All right, so we got results, cost per result. All right, looks pretty good. All right, so we want to make sure we save this. We can see the breakdown now. Our cost CPM here is under $5. Is pretty good. We've got 50 people have actually viewed the sales page from this PPE ad so far from this ad. So that doesn't even count organic shares and things like that. People who posted on their wall and then the links come in. I don't believe that counts all that. 0.18% click-through rating. That's all the engagement and reach going on. $2.70 per click. And then this is the view contents that have fired. So we're missing 3. It's pretty good. That's about how normal it is. Now this ad itself, they're saying it hasn't created any add to carts or any purchases. Now we know we haven't had any purchases. We know we've had add to carts. Now, have they added that product to the cart? Who knows? Because the only one we saw in the abandoned cart was the tapestry. So they might have not actually added that product to the cart at all. I believe we can go into customers. Do we have add to cart? I guess not. It would only be when they start the checkout process. So our one customer with the tapestry. Okay. So we want to make sure we save this custom layout here. So under custom we just did, we're going to say save. I'm going to say just, you know, normal breakdown. Call it whatever you want, I guess. And then I'm going to set that as the default. So now anytime I log in anywhere else to the ad manager here, it will always have this breakdown for us. And then also something to consider, you know, be aware of and check out is does the Facebook pixel, is it installed correctly on our add to cart and our website conversion, our purchases? So something to look there. We might go into our pixels, make sure that there are add to carts firing. I believe when we checked Friday that we did have the add to carts firing. it does have 13 add to carts have fired. So they just haven't come directly from that PPE ad. They've come from the engagement, the social shares, and the organic traffic that we've created. That's something really important to kind of think about when it comes to a PPE ad. And again, that's why I've kept it on running. And then just about 30 minutes ago started the WC version of this. And hopefully within the next day or two, we'll have some conversions coming in. We're going to continue on today with just kind of the regular launch plan. Now, again, with our stats here, we want to go ahead and make sure we have all of our ad sets broken down. So we're going to go ahead and add both of these in here. Oh, it's 2 campaigns. I guess this would be the campaign level, so I want to go ahead. We could do by PP and WC. I'll start with PPE, just so I know. Women 18 plus. All right, so that's the one we've had running. That was 6/6/16. Day 6/19, 12. Oh. Okay, so this we can change the budget since we're not doing bid here. And so we're doing $50 a day budget. Still, it's $50 a day. Total sales is 0. We've had 0 add the carts register. If we had something register here, we'd put those in. And then all this will add together. Come on now. Total ad spend, 135. 11. And our total campaign reach, 26,796. All right. So now we just created a new one, new ad set. I can add that to the list here. I just copied those cells, paste them below, and then this will be our WC. But we're targeting something a little different. All right. U.S. women 25, 64. All right, and now we started this one today. And then we'll check in on that tomorrow. In the morning or something. We'll add the time there, $50 a day. All right, so we want to make sure we're doing that on a daily basis. This will be something that we are going to outsource ASAP. Now, something we should go ahead and do and start making a list of things that need to be going on with the business. So I'm going to go ahead and use the program Asana.com. You could use something like Trello, Trello.com. These are good little kind of checklists, need to do type of programs, so that you can give outsourcers and things and yourself kind of a step-by-step outline process of what needs to go down. And we'll be talking a lot more about this in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. All right, our email address. Sign up. All right, so this will also be something we want to do on a regular basis, is we want to be checking our email. We haven't had much customers or anything coming in yet, so that's okay, nothing to worry about. Hopefully later in the week, that'll be something we want to add into our regular process. So this is just kind of a welcome, full name. This would be Christy if I was doing a pen name, but this is, I guess we'll just do that. Why not? No one's on my team yet. All right, so here is kind of just our breakdown of Asana. What we want to do is we have different teams, reports, all types of cool stuff going on, our projects. We'll be using this in the future as our outline for our employees and our outsourcers. So right now we just kind of want to make a checklist for ourselves of things that we're going to be doing on a daily basis, things we need to add to the store, and just give us a kind of a spot to be able to start handing projects off, as well as thinking the future of the things we want to be doing. So let's go ahead and call this project name will be Trunktastic, My Trunktastic To-Dos. All right, organize your work like sticky notes on a board. That's cool. That's new. They've added that. Or a list. Sticky book. That's kind of a good one for our launches and things like that. I'll go just with list. Public to Trunktastic team. I'm going to make this private to me. And as we add folks in, we can change it up. All right, so here we are. It's just kind of a breakdown list. Now, like I said, we're going to add a task. Now, some things we've already just had to do today. So, daily numbers is going to be one thing. These are going to be our kind of our consistencies, I guess. So, daily advertising numbers, daily advertising adjustments. All right. Something else we're going to get into, we'll do customer support, answer customer support emails. We're going to go with, we want to always make sure that we're interacting with our advertisements going. So we have all these people commenting and things. We want to go here and like everyone's comment, answer any questions, reply to anything that would be relevant, delete anything that would be harmful to the business or the brand. So that's something on a consistent basis we want to do on a daily basis. So moderate active advertising posts. And we're going to get in later in the week, probably more next week, as we're going to put these into actual systems for employees and things. This right now just kind of thinking on the basis of if I was in your shoes just starting out, what would be kind of something we need to get going on a daily and consistent basis. So those are kind of the consistencies just starting out right now. We definitely want to be launching some products. So that's something we can do here on the next step. So let's think Asana, what needs to be done. We got some things there. Let's just kind of think of some one-time things we can go through the page itself. Let's open this sucker up. Make sure anything that I didn't like when creating, I can edit here. Now, for one thing, we want to go ahead and later today, still in discussions with a high-end designer on trying to get a handful of designs done, like some really, really good stuff, just like 5 or 10. Probably going to cost quite a bit of money to have some really cool, unique stuff done. Then this niche is very open to those type of henna style, colorful designs. So that's one thing. Higher quality, high quality designer for staple artistic elephant pieces. That's one thing we want to make sure we get on here. We want to make sure that we're going to have consistent products going. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I'm launching 2 products a day. Launch 2 products per day for this week, next week, following through. Now, right now, we have products we've already uploaded. We've only launched ads of this one. Today, we'll get the baby pillow going again, maybe a body pillow or the tapestry. We saw someone already added that to cart, so that might be a good one to start ads for. We just want to make sure we're on a consistent basis, and I want to make sure that I get these quality design orders in. So hopefully we get 1 or 2 or maybe all of them done by next week. We can keep that in the consistent plan. We have all those drop ship products on our product list. Elephant products. And constantly every day you're always aware of new products around you. So you're kind of everything you see. If you see anything that pops up that gives you an idea for a product, investigate it. Look on AliExpress and Alibaba and eBay and Amazon and see if you have an option to be able to drop ship that stuff as well. So this is just the products we're going to be able to start with. We want to make sure that we do have a consistent launch plan going and designer plan, which we'll get into later in the week as well. Right now, let's go ahead and just kind of think about how we'd set up that launch plan. Like I said, today we're going to launch 2 new products, get our retargeting ads going for that initial product we have since so many people added to cart, and then also just kind of think ahead. So we have Asana set up. This is just kind of our normal right now. Okay, we want to go through. I think we had a few other things I wanted to add. Okay, yes, that's one. The product size is there. It's bothering me every time I look at the sales page. I want those product sizes bigger font. That would have to go into coding, I think, a little bit there. One other thing I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, here we go. Order status. We need to add the tracker or whatever tracking Shopify app for order status page. Now allow customers to go look up their order. And then also we need to finish our email newsletters. Last week I was fumbling around through different programs, just kind of trying to decide what's going to fit best. I really like the Abandon. I think this week we're going to finish up this week, get everything finalized in place here probably tomorrow or the next day. But I think I really like the Abandonment Protector for our abandoned cart emails. And then we're going to go ahead and just use the standard MailChimp for our back end. I know it, I'll be able to, and you guys will be able to use it appropriately, and it's cost effective and all that. And then any other new program pops up, it's all the same systems. So where are we at here? All right, so we can also add details of what's going on right now, just having a very basic to-do list of what needs to go on. You could have it where you even set this up where you have a due date, like today I'm doing it, then you set it to repeat every day. So those are future things we'll get into. Add reporting sheet, team up calendar. All right, so let's go ahead and create a little calendar. I guess they might have one we could use in Asana here. So let's go ahead and we could do that ourselves. My to-dos, launch 2 products per day. Today we're going to launch the baby pillow. So I'll just make this my to-do. I want it daily, but not Saturday, Sunday. So periodically. Alright, well, I'll just do today and not worry about it. Oop. Alright, and then on assigned, again, when you have different staff members, you can assign the task to them. I'll just assign this to me. Baby elephant pillow. And then we'll try that tapestry. And then also I want to make sure I'm consistently uploading these products just to get the store kind of filled out. I got those new designs in on Friday, just those 3 colorful elephants I talked about. We can put those, maybe I was thinking on pillows, because you have 3 different color pillows. Maybe it'd be good to sell in a set. What's cool thing about pillows, they have decent profit margins, but also people buy 2 to 3 at a time, since it looks better on their setup and everything. All right. All right, so we created a WC ad. We want to go ahead, in that WC campaign, we're going to go ahead as well and create some retargeting ads. We'll go just the same setup we had the other day. One will go to those who viewed, and then one will go to with a discount to those who added to cart. And I think instead of doing like a 10% discount, I'm gonna do a free plus shipping discount. 10% would be $7 off, or $7.50 if they're going for the high tops. Free shipping would just be $5 off. So that, and free plus shipping is kind of a more appealing advertisement than 10% off, even though the math works out better in their favor. So I wasn't sure which one I did. I think I did 10% off there last time. Yes. We're going to go ahead and change this. Ship. No ship. All right. We can change this to free shipping. Perfecto. Same thing. 1 use per customer, only on that product. Goes whenever. I'm so glad they added the discount edits. All right, so let's go ahead and create some ads. We are in the WC here. We're going to go ahead and create one ad set that retargets the viewers. Purchase optimization. Go all men and women, doesn't really matter. And then we have our view content. It's 50 folks so far. People always ask, well, when do you start a retargeting ad? And really, one person, just like an email campaign, if one person has seen it, then they are viable to be retargeted to. It's a little $10. We have 2 ads going to this as well, so that's going to be pretty good as far as building these audiences quicker. Hopefully we get some sales coming in as well. I'm going to go ahead and, for the views, I'm going to go ahead and just do, again, dog's going crazy. Going to go ahead and use this, the original post. Oh. Where are we at here? There we go. And then again, we'll do the people who have added to cart with the free plus shipping, or free shipping offer. go. For some reason it started me out at 20. I thought I changed that to 10. All right, so now we got the WC ads already begun. Got 2 link clicks happening. So about 85 cents it looks like it's already been spent. And you can see the website conversion is getting a little bit better. The click-through rating on the PPE was only 0.18%, and this one's 1.9. That's, again, the differences in the ads going on. Now, this is way early, so we can't really tell anything, but that's a good sign. Out of the first 104 people that's seen it, 2 people have clicked. So hopefully that converts later on. Let's go ahead and create that add to cart ad as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this one. We're going to go ahead and duplicate this ad set. Let me unselect that. I'm pretty sure that will get me back in. All right, yes, we want to be in the WC. We're going to go ahead and edit this to be our add to carts only. And then typically I'd also probably exclude our purchase audience, but again, we haven't had any purchase fires, so I can't actually do that. That's fine. ATCs, all placements, $10. Grab our ATC. We're gonna exclude our views, not exclude them, but just not target them. Auto placements looks good. We're going to save and continue. Then we're going to edit our ad post. Oh, that's right. I have to, I believe. Oh, no, here we go. Create an ad. Perfecto. We have our Instagram account already connected. Looks good. Add with an image or video. Select our image. Now we have from the library of what we the other day uploaded this image, so we can go ahead and reuse it. Let's go ahead and get our ad link, and since we're advertising the low tops, I'm sending them directly to that variation. Now we could just go ahead and edit the page itself, the listing itself, to show the low tops first, but I'm okay with that. All right, so now we want to promote that free plus shipping. Display link, no problem. Add our coupon code. Probably even add a link to the product there, but anything they click on here is going to send them directly to that sales page. Our headline, want free shipping, we go free shipping, even just a statement, newsfeed link. We know you love these shoes. Get them now because they are being retargeted. And then I will go with a shop now button. URL parameters I'm not worrying about. Looks pretty good. Double check, double check. Submit that one. All right, so we have our retargeting. We have our new angle we're trying, new try on the PPE didn't convert yet, but the website conversion, it may. We're getting good engagement. So right now we're getting up to where we're spending $120 a day on this one product test. This is not, you want to have kind of a standard of going on. I feel like this product's pretty good. Also, like I mentioned, we're getting some assets growing with this, getting things kind of moving our engagement on our audience and our community. So it has a little bit more effect than just looking for ROI. Now, typically in our ads, I'll spend $50 to $100 on the product test and move on. Just considering the start here, I wanted a little bit more kind of going forward. So that is all of our ad sets. We're going to go ahead and launch another product. We'll go ahead and get that baby one going again. And then we'll talk about, I guess, later in the week, just the entire product launch process. It's pretty much what we would do. We would just copy this sheet, add a new name to our campaign, and track the same. So let's go ahead. I guess this one's already good sized. That one will be next. Guess we already have an ad post here, or a post for that baby pillow. So let's maybe see if we kind of combine that. Now, I guess something also I didn't mention earlier, I did on the first try, but a good thing to kind of break down here for the ads that have run, we spent $133 there. One thing we wanted to look at and made adjustments on was the age breakdown. This one's targeting women 18 to 65 plus. We went to the breakdown menu here, went to the age breakdown, and we could see that most of our spend is coming from the 18 to 24. So let's see where our spend's at here. $86 is doing the 18 to 24, which is really our kind of our most unlikely group to purchase. We're getting a good engagement from the 25 to 34s, and 35 to 44 is kind of our best cost per engagement, other than the 55 to 64, but it's just not enough data really in yet. But you can see that a lot of our engagement, at which we expect the younger crowd, is going to produce a lot of your clicks and your likes and your shares and all the social media happenings. So we're kind of taking advantage of that, building our base of our fan page social media engagement at the beginning. But the WC, the website conversion ad that we created from this to kind of target it in more, I went with 25 to 64. So we'll see how that does a little bit better. I'd probably go 25 to 54. Even in the future, maybe even 25 to 44. We'll just see how it goes. Broader typically does work a little bit better. So again, test and move on and go from there. Grabbing that ID, we can create our ad, get cranking. I think like we saw on Friday, we went with the parents, taking it one piece at a time though. Now for this one, I may start with just conversions and see how it goes. If we're getting decent engagement or something like that, and it looks good, we may go with a PPE after that. So just taking a different approach this time, always testing something new. All right, so giant elephant baby pillow WC. Now thinking this is going to be mostly to mothers, so really probably 21 to 64 just to grab all those grandparents. And we'll go with 0 to 12 years old, I'd say. Purchase optimization. Mobile only. All right, so 21, 65 plus women. I went to 64. I'm thinking grandparents may do this one as well. So I'm doing 65 plus. And you do a span, elephant. And we're going to narrow our audience with the demographic parents. And then just what shows up, we got new parents, we've got toddlers, preschool, early school age, preteens. That would be pretty much the last group at 8 to 12. And if we take it out, it's only 300,000. So we'll go actually with just that. The 1.5 million cross here, 0 to 8 years old. And if that converts well, we can always test, you do the 8 to 12 later on. Okay, we're going mobile only. No Instagram. Just the Facebook news feed. $50 a day. Double checking everything. All right. So that was a different one. This one's posted Sunday. This one was posted on Friday. So I posted 2 of those. Cutest baby. Just going to decide which one I'm going to advertise here. How cute this giant elephant stuffed animal is. Buyers, they have out there, especially your little ones. So this one doesn't really say baby too much. I like to stay away from that, really, if I can, just in case. This is just a stuffed animal, but you don't want like regulations on your products. What's up, Leon? No worries, man. Welcome to it. We're kind of just finishing up here, just getting ads going, making adjustments. Weekend went good. I mean, we got some good engagement. You'll see it in our replay. No sales, but you'll kind of see the explanation of that. We had to shut down a lot of ads that didn't start up because we had the account go down and all that. But we got a great start. So, all right. So we have yesterday at 10 a.m. Baby products up. Next off, we can do next product. So we'll hold off on more shoes. Let's go ahead and see all of our products in here. I was thinking the tapestry or the shot glass. Shot glass might be a good lead in. Bohemian, and we could do the apron, which would kind of combine with the jewelry, or excuse me, the grilling crowd. We could combine those. I was thinking jewelry in my mind because I was looking at this necklace. So I'm going to go with the tapestry since that was something that really caught people's attention organically. Okay, good. I made it the right size. 80 by 60. Go ahead and publish that one. Let's see when our next post is. We may want to hide this one if it's going to be just a product that's 1 o'clock scheduled. Doesn't really matter again, like we talked about Friday. So yeah, our next post is 8 p.m. That works pretty good. Looks like we did get a message here. That might be just from Facebook. Sponsor my life. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. So that's a good sign. Lady likes our content, I guess. Okay, so where was I? I'm launching this sucker here. This is a product that you would think might be on the walls of younger folks. So that 18 to 24 group that was engaging with that last post, this might be something that they'd be more interested in. $35 for this might be a little much for them, but we're gonna kind of test that out. And I'm thinking an engagement, a PPE ad would be good to start here, just to get them interacting. Maybe even have a PPE and a WC go for this one. Probably I'm just going to start a PPE ad here. So we'll go 18 to 54. Oh, we'll go 1864. Elephant. We'll just do all the elephant interests kind of in one. Let's mix it up a little bit, even though it's the same crowd. Testing different things at all times in the beginning. Mobile. Women. I'm gonna go. Maybe just women and men for this one. Nah, just women. We could do women and men maybe for that baby one. We could go back and change that. Edit our placements. Mobile only again. Come on. Interest. A little laggy on me. All right. 1864 women. I might go with these round two, kind of more actually broad interest kind of outside the elephant. Let me see how it goes. We'll drop them. Just because this is kind of not even just elephant lovers, it seems like it goes a little bit widespread. And again, just kind of a best estimate of what's going on is what we're doing here. And Google Drive is lagging like crazy. So that's just a 12 million audience alone. Worldwide Fund for Nature. I don't know. I don't want to get too big on my... Screw it. We'll just go with the... Just trying to think of not overlapping too much, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. Don't have enough ads going. 7 million reach. Seems pretty good. So you might have also heard the theory of, when you're doing website conversion ads, people like to start at the view content optimization and move to add to cart, then move to purchase. As you're kind of seeing here, we're starting with the PPE ad really as optimizing towards the view to cart and the add to cart function. It's not doing that, but it's getting the engagements, getting the whole theoretical values we want going so that we can have a website conversion ad optimizing towards the purchase optimization. And that might be a little too advanced for you guys right now, but that's as you do more and more ads, that'll become a little bit more clear to you. Tapestry Facebook post. Alright guys, so that's pretty much us for the day. We just want to make some kind of first round adjustments, kind of where we're going from there. Thinking about the plan ahead, I guess we can go ahead and kind of talk about that too. We talked about Asana earlier, breaking down our task needed, and we're going to be using that tool a lot in the future. We could also use that for our, do I still have that open? For our launch schedule. I don't believe I still have that open. That's okay. But something I've used a few times in the past have been just something like a Google Calendar, or you can do what I like to use as Team Up. It's a free calendar system. Daniel's asking, what happened to Trello we set up on day 1 or 2? I guess apparently I moved to Asana. I completely forgot I set up Trello on day 1 or 2. Same concept, same type of thing. Asana is something I've used more often. Just like I really did not remember I set that up till you just said that. But that's kind of, I'm liking that in this program. You're seeing me bounce around from things because that's really how your business is going to go. You're going to try a program. You're going to put hours into it trying to set it up. It might not work. You move to a different one. That's what you're seeing with the Trello to Asana. Also what we're doing with the email side. I tried a few programs I didn't like last week. They've worked for me in different situations of past. So example also Trackify, how it didn't install for me when I tried to do it on Friday. It works on all my other sites. It's what I use, but then we had to switch over to Pixel Perfect there last second. So that's really kind of what's going on here. That's what happened with the Asana to Trello. Just kind of adjusting as we go. All right, so Team Up here, we can create a free calendar. This is another just good system to track things going on. and it would just be kind of a Google Calendar. And this is how usually we won't have to do that for our Trunktastic here, but when I'm managing multiple brands and things, I need it all in one calendar. This is a good way to go about that. Maybe I don't know if I have any examples right now, but just it'd be like any regular Google Calendar out there. You're going to be able to set pretty much what we're trying to do is we want to think ahead what we're going to be launching. Are we going to launch a t-shirt today, whatever? So let's go ahead on our Asana here. We can do it by calendar. I'm going to set up a new project we'll list here. And this will be, we'll do product launches. Scheduled product launches. And this will just be for me, or for the team, but for me currently. I spelled that wrong, that's okay. All right, that's different. Let me change that. I want it in a list format. All right, so let's go ahead. Today is Monday, and we've launched the baby pillow and the Bohemian henna tapestry. So we'll just, that was our due date on that. I was in charge. Due date, I was in charge. We launched both of those. So I could go ahead and check mark that. We'll go ahead and plan for the rest of the week as well. So like I kind of been talking about a little bit is every day I'm looking out, finding different design ideas, just kind of as I'm scrolling the internet, anyone who's retargeted me, anything I see, if I'm on Pinterest or whatever it can be, I'm looking for ideas. I have a little product idea folder in our Google Drive and just giving me some thoughts of, these are all really high pinned Pinterest items. We have different silhouette ideas. I thought that type of idea would be a good silhouette we could use on different products, something I could easily recreate myself. Same thing's happening here. These are all just things on Pinterest. And then this one, I thought another silhouette idea. Same thing we're kind of doing on the shoes and our logo, but the baby elephant holding the tails with the mom and the dad or whatever. So, and then we have some other thoughts, some dress. That's something we could easily recreate. And then ideas for designers. This is more the artistic stuff I'm going to submit to our high-end designer. So we want to plan really, try and get those art designs in, those graphic designs in this week so that we can have them coming in by Monday of next week. So we're not just creating our own products. We have enough products on our product list from AliExpress for drop shipping and such. And then also the print-on-demand ideas. Where's our product list? Here we go. So this can last us a good week or 2 weeks of launching products, but eventually we definitely want to, if we're going to be taking a print-on-demand lead, we definitely want a graphic designer to be consistently launching products for us. So what do we have on the store? We can plan out that. So tomorrow we'll go ahead and we'll launch our Love Elephants shot glass, and then the gold-plated elephant necklace. And we could even go, if just make sure we know which product, we could copy the link, add it into the description. We'll talk more about that later on the program, definitely when handing off to employees. Now these both are going to be tomorrow. And then we can try the apron, exotic apron. The body pillow. Thursday we'll try those other shoes. Cute elephant shoes, canvas shoes. So that's all our products there. So then we have our other designs as well. So I'm actually going to make these a Wednesday launch. body pillow a Thursday. Oh. Shit. All right, so the body pillow. Actually, we're doing this because I'm gonna do another pillow. We had the designs created, the three. If you guys saw it, these three designs right here. So these can be just simple pillows. That will be one day. An assortment. I figured a bundle package. We could throw those on some necklaces. We're gonna add some different product options here. You can see this is a successful pillow. It's much different, but just kind of the same concept. So I'm gonna go, this will be Wednesday. I assume those shoes will do very well. That was the ones we've had success with in the past. I didn't want to lead off with those. We'll see how they do now because we had success in the past, so they've kind of gone through their run. They might make a few sales here and there. Hopefully they have another run. We'll try more designs, obviously. What was the other product? Oh yeah, the throw pillows. So we're gonna go with the blue, yellow, red henna. I'm gonna make throw pillows. And we also want to make sure we're gonna get a simple elephant heart silhouette coffee mug, and then a bubble glass elephant design bubble glass necklace. And we'll set that all up for Friday's launches. Just giving us an assortment of products, a few different things we're trying to do here. One, obviously we're trying to find a winner. Two, I'm trying to fill up my collection. So as I launch products, I want there to at least be one or two products in each one of these. That means we need to create some leggings. Thinking about also products that are going to be good upsells. We'll talk about that later in the week. Hopefully after we have a winner here. I'm considering more than likely one of these shoes will have some sales come in. And then what we can do is we can create some socks, and that can be a good upsell. We're going to need some bags, some infant clothing. We have the body pillows. We want those throw pillows. Canvas prints are coming very soon. We have a lot of fulfillers starting to offer that. Don Wilson from Gear Bubble just hit me up this morning and told me he's sending me some mock-up, some prints that he's getting done, so he's adding that to his lineup. And then I know Viral Style hit me up about it, and there's a lot out there. Towels, that's from Gooten. We're going to try a few of those, get those up. And then the tapestries and all of our other products we have listed, we can just kind of go. Right now, we're doing a minimum of 2 a day. Honestly, I'll probably do 3 to 5 a day. We'll just see how it goes, how much time goes. But that is pretty much us for the day, guys. We have our kind of launch plan for the week going. That's going to be our 10 products this week. We're going to continue to monitor and do our daily numbers for our ads going. We're going to, process out each one of these different things that we need to do on a regular basis, like our ad, commenting and interaction, our daily ad numbers, our customer support emails. Hopefully we start getting some sales in, and we can start getting some interaction. You can see we've already gotten some fan club or some fan page messages happening. And then I need to go ahead and do all these little edits here, like adding the tracking Shopify app, or I can delete that order status page. Need to finish the emails, which will be either tomorrow or the day after, and just continue with our product launching. So guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them out now. If not, we'll go ahead and get this processed up and ready to go. All right. Gonna assume no questions since this is a retry. We had the initial webinar went down, so feel free to add your questions after you see the replay in the members area there as a comment, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Once again, guys, thanks so much for joining me in day 6 here, or I guess theoretically, literally day 8. But thanks for joining again. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll get more into launching, consistency, getting our systems and newsletters. So, Travis Patel here. Have a good one, guys.